Welcome once again, dear friends. And today we are going to focus on self help group SHG. तो ये हाल ही में चर्चा में क्यों था? तो recently the Union Minister of Rural Development and Panchayati Raj asserted that target of having 10 crore SHG members by 2024 will be achieved. तो इसीलिए चर्चा में था. The ministry has also signed an agreement with MESO, MEESHO, an e-commerce platform. MESO जो है e-commerce platform है to help in marketing of products made by SHGs under the Deen Dayal Antyodaya Yojana, National Rural Livelihood Mission Day NRLM. दीन दयाल अंत्योदय योजना. दीन दयाल जो एक समाजवादी कॉन्सेप्ट कह लीजिए, राष्ट्रवादी समाजवादी कॉन्सेप्ट कह लीजिए, अंत का जो गरीब से गरीब व्यक्ति हैं उनके विकास के लिए उन्होंने योगदान दिया और जिनकी मृत्यु बहुत ही विवादास्पद तरीके से मुगलसराय के यार्ड में उनकी डेड बॉडी पाई गई थी. खैर, मेरा विषय वो नहीं है. NRLM स्टेट रूरल लाइवलीहुड मिशन. NRLM and State Rural Livelihood Mission SRLMs have taken several steps to promote curated products from SHGs through multiple channels such as Saras Gallery, state-specific retail outlets, e-commerce platforms like GEM, Flipkart, Amazon. Okay. 4 core components of DAY NRLM: social mobilization and promotion and strengthening of self-managed and financially sustainable community institutions of rural poor women, financial inclusion and enhanced access to credit and other financial, technical and marketing services, sustainable livelihood through building capacities and skills, social inclusion, social development, and access to entitlements through convergence. तो 4 कोर कंपोनेंट्स ये थे. अब आते हैं दीनदयाल अंत्योदय योजना के बारे में. नेशनल रूरल लाइवलीहुड मिशन डे NRLM. Genesis. NRLM was launched in 2011 by restructuring the erstwhile Swarna Jayanti Gramin Swarojgar Yojana SGSY. It was renamed as Day NRLM in 2015. और ये प्रायः भारत की बहुत सारी योजनाओं के साथ ऐसा होता रहा है कि उनका नामकरण चेंज होता रहा है. चलिए, नोडल मिनिस्ट्री. द मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ रूरल डेवलपमेंट इज इम्प्लीमेंटिंग डे NRLM. एम: elevating poverty and reach out to around 10 crore poor households by way of mobilizing rural women into community institutions such as SHGs. Basis of the program: Day NRLM is improving rural livelihoods through the SHG ecosystem. SHGs are the basic unit along with higher order structure like SHG federations, FPOs planned for last mile service delivery and market access. Status of implementation: as of January 2023, it has mobilized a total of 8.79 crore women into 81.61 lakh SHGs. What the working of NRLM? Livelihood services. अब ये देखिए इसके अंतर्गत क्या क्या चीज़ें आती हैं। अब ये बिल्डिंग ऑफ इनेबलिंग environment, partnership and convergence. So last mile delivery of public services, innovations, access to entitlements, dedicated support institutions, professionals, learning platforms, M&E system, human and social capital leaders, CRPS, कम्युनिटी पारा प्रोफेशनल्स, ये सारे चीज़ें इस तरीके से ये काम करता है। ये मार्केट लिंकेजेस, फाइनेंशियल एंड कैपिटल सर्विसेज, टेक्नोलॉजी, प्रोडक्शन एंड प्रोडक्टिविटी। तो ये हमारा ये जो पूरा जो है ये सिस्टम है। तो इंस्टीट्यूशनल प्लेटफॉर्म ऑफ पुअर, एसएचजी फेडरेशंस एंड लाइवलीहुड कलेक्टिव्स एग्रीगेटिंग एंड फेडरेटिंग पुअर वुमेन, स्मॉल एंड मार्जिनल farmers, SC, STs and other marginalized and vulnerables। अब आते हैं SHG के बारे में। SHG के बारे में हम चर्चा करेंगे। So what are self-help groups? SHGs, small groups। SHGs are small informal groups, not formal, informal groups of 10 to 20 people who come together to address their common problems. Okay. Legal status: registration of SHGs under any Societies Act, State Cooperative Act, or partnership form is not mandatory. Group composition: the group normally consists of either only men or of only women, and the members generally belongs to the same social and financial background। हाईलाइट्स किया हुआ है ऑलरेडी, जो जो इम्पोर्टेंट पॉइंट्स हैं ऑलरेडी हाईलाइट किया हुआ है। Role of SHGs: SHG is a means to organize the poor people and the socio-economically marginalized through a community organization to address their common problems। Role of SHGs in development: financial inclusion: SHGs promote small savings and provide small loans to its members from its common fund। SHGs promote financial discipline among its members. It is visible from the fact that non-performing assets (NPAs) under NRLM bank linkages are only around 2.5%. Poverty alleviations: SHGs act as an influential instrument for poverty reduction and socio-economic development. The government is implementing Mission 1 lakh 2024 to provide an income stream of rupees 1 lakh to women members of SHG. SHGs act as an influential instrument for poverty reduction and socio-economic development. The government is implementing Mission 1 lakh 2024 to provide an income stream of rupees 1 lakh to women members of SHGs. Social development: SHGs are creating greater awareness on issues like nutrition, health, sanitation, and gender, etc., and are also facilitating members to access their entitlements under various government programs schemes. Diversification of rural income stream: women SHGs are working in multiple sectors as business correspondents, business correspondent, bank Sakhis, Kisan Sakhis, and Pasu Sakhis. With help of SHGs, around 60 to 70% of the women working in agriculture and animal husbandry should be able to diversify themselves and move towards millet cultivation and horticulture. Women empowerment: SHG structure promotes entrepreneurship among women through easing loans and enabling access to markets. Women empowerment SHG structure promotes entrepreneurship among women through easing loans and enabling access to markets. The government has taken initiatives to connect women FPOs and clusters with the e-commerce platforms and helping them in upskilling, branding and packaging. SSGs and COVID-19. The World Bank has identified the role and the women SSGs in fighting COVID-19 pandemic through manufacturing masks, running community kitchens and delivering essential supplies. अब measures taken to promote empower SSGs क्या किया गया है और इसके बाद हम देखेंगे इशूज एसोसिएटेड विद द SSGs। तो पहले हम देखते हैं measures taken to promote empowering SSGs। Measures taken to promote empower SSGs। Startup Village Entrepreneurship Program SVEP sub-schemes of Day NRLM to help the SSGs members to set up enterprises at the village level in non-farm sector। महिला किसान सशक्तिकरण महिला किसान सशक्तिकरण परियोजना MKSP sub schemes under Day NRLM for empowering women in agriculture by making systematic investments। Next, Village Poverty Reduction Plan VPRP. All the SSGs are involved in developing the VPRP to be integrated in Gram Panchayat Development Plan। SSG Bank Linkage Program. It enables each SSGs to be linked to banks and access all financial services from the banks, including loans, interest, subvention scheme. Subvention scheme is also being implemented for availing loans by women SSGs. Next. National Rural Economic Transformation Project NRETP with the help of World Bank in 13 states. Financial literacy to SSG members through community resource pension and deployment of SSG members as banking correspondents Sakhi BC Sakhis। Financial literacy to SSG members through community resource person and deployment of SSG members as banking correspondent Sakhis BC Sakhis banking correspondent Sakhis। COVID-19 pandemic stimulus package. Under it, in 2021, the government increased SSG's limit for collateral-free loans to rupees 20 lakhs from rupees 10 lakhs. Now, issues associated with the SSGs. Poor utilization of credit for productive purposes. In 2020, researchers from the International Initiatives for Impact Evaluation 3IE found that only 19% were used for productive purposes. Okay. Confinement to low productivity sectors. Most SSGs remain crowded in low productivity primary sector activities, mainly agriculture, and are bogged down by low absorption of technology. Lack of scalability. Most SSGs remain confined to being microfinance units rather than vibrant business entities. In many cases, women themselves are unwilling or inhibited to scale up business or don't find support within their families. Pri- Primacy to economic empowerment. The NRLM model prioritizes livelihoods as primary pathway to subsidiary or social impacts, including improvement in health, nutrition, education, mobility, and women's empowerment. Absence of digital and financial literacy. Literacy levels are low for rural women in India, around 56% according to National Sample Survey, and digital literacy is another missing link. Limited participation in government program. As with other community based and development projects, the member of SSGs, all of them poor and marginalized, remain mere beneficiaries of the programs and have little control over the decision making process. Way forward, क्या रास्ता क्या है? Diversification of livelihood. The success of SSGs would depend on raising the abilities of members to diversify into other high productive activities. Pala point. Integration of digital services. There is a need to integrate digital financial services to help small product producer collectives scale up and engage with the market. Capacity building. Building the capacity of SSG members by training them in digital and financial literacy will be critical. Convergence. The convergence of SSGs with the panchayats can be ensured so as to enhance their say in the decision making process. Some southern states have taken a lead in promoting the participation of women in SSGs in Gram Sabha. Involvement of private sector. The NRLM can further tap the startup and private sector space. For example, in 2019, Kerala Kudumsri tied up with the Amazon for its program Amazon Saheli, through which it promotes women entrepreneurs by selling their products. Okay, that's all for SSGs. और next video होगा farm mechanization.